Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. In this video we're checking in on how some of the older MMOs that we all played and loved when we were younger are doing, with today the in 2002 released MMORPG MapleStory. You might have heard of this old school 2D mushroom game before. When MapleStory was first released, MMOs were still pretty new to the gaming scene, and a lot of teens like myself were just discovering the wondrous world of the internet. Myspace, MSN, there was a world of people out there that you would normally never speak to, but online in MapleStory you could. MapleStory offered an amazing platform where besides just chatting, players could grind together, do party quests together and flaunt their latest gear. Over the years, an actual story and an insane amount of content has been added to the game, making MapleStory a proper, albeit a bit bloated MMORPG. MapleStory is considered a wildly successful one as well to boot, with over 180 million registered users worldwide, with amazing and iconic background music and a timeless art style. This grindy game has withstood the test of time. Even though it isn't as popular anymore compared to what it used to be, it is still going, even though admittedly it's in a bit of a slump right now. One of the strengths of MapleStory is that players are always guaranteed 2 big updates a year, one in the summer and one in the winter, with smaller updates and plenty of events filling the gaps in between. MapleStory is always updating and changing, and while those changes aren't always well received, it is never a boring day when playing MapleStory. MapleStory can suck you into its world and systems, and the developers have mastered using game features to create FOMO, fear of missing out. Progression in MapleStory is very drawn out. A small amount of progression is guaranteed every day through daily quests, but getting endgame gear can easily take months, and then another few months to try and fully upgrade it. This makes it feel very rewarding and satisfying to finally hit those milestones, but it also means that the game requires a daily commitment to the grind, which is why it can be so difficult to stop playing once you've committed to your character's progress. This isn't a bad thing by itself, by the way, as long as you're having fun playing MapleStory, of course. MapleStory in 2022 is a grindy game that has so much content that you could reach the final boss of the game and still only have seen half of it. There are over 19 years of updates to explore, meaning that there also are so many systems and features in this game. The feature creep does make MapleStory harder to get into for newer players, as there is so much to learn and it can be completely overwhelming. It also doesn't help that not all features are very intuitive, and most systems are explained through text dialogue that can easily be skipped and then they just never return. The max level in MapleStory was recently raised and is now level 300. No one in the entire world has reached this level yet. New high level content is being added almost yearly, with a new endgame gear set being introduced soon. This is the first time in years that new endgame gear is being added to the game, so at least MapleStory isn't like those games where your gear becomes useless every few months after a few updates. There also are 4 different upgrade systems that can be utilized to upgrade your gear, and many other game features that will make your character stronger. MapleStory is all about progression and reaching the midpoint of the game as soon as possible. This midpoint starts when someone's character reaches level 200, and Maplers can start working on their daily quest and boss runs. Higher level boss runs are mostly done at parties, and this is also where most of the party play happens. MapleStory used to be a game driven mostly by party play content, with party quests and party grinding areas rewarding you to play together. However, party quests have since fallen completely out of the meta. They still exist, but Maplers usually opt to solo grind, as this is the fastest way to level up. MapleStory is an MMO, so of course there are still guilds, there are still buddy lists and a player-driven market in all servers, except for the reboot server, which doesn't allow any trading between its players. I'll be creating a more in-depth video explaining exactly what the differences are between those servers, so stay tuned for that one. Also, if you are enjoying today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more MMO coverages. I mostly cover MapleStory, but I also want to indulge myself a bit more on some of the other MMOs out there. If you have any suggestions of what MMO to cover next, feel free to let me know in the comments. Like most free-to-play MMOs, MapleStory has a cash shop, and most cosmetic items are offered through random boxes, with only a limited selection of cosmetic items available outside of those random boxes. Progression in MapleStory can be done free-to-play, as some events offer cash items used for upgrading as rewards, and of course Maplers can use the auction house to purchase items from other players. However though, there's a side note there. Due to low player numbers in some servers, using the player-driven market to get the items that you need can be tough. The reboot server, those solo progression servers, don't have such a market and offer cash up items used to upgrade your items for in-game currency instead of actual money, making progression slower but a lot more manageable for free-to-play players. MapleStory is in an okay state at the moment, with no major technical issues. Being an old game and most likely operated by a smaller team, MapleStory Global and MapleStory C sometimes suffer from a lot of technical issues and bugs after bigger bigger updates. However, at the time of this video, things are looking pretty good for both servers in that regard. So what is still in store for Maplers in 2022? Looking forward a little bit. Most players, including myself, are very excited for the big Destiny update that will most likely be released in the summer of this year for both Maple Global and MapleStory C. This update brings a ton of visual changes to the Explorer classes, and some classes even get bigger revamps. With this update, almost all classes will receive buffs and changes, which will have a big impact on the community for sure. This update, Destiny, also brings more convenience and quality of life changes, like making the 5th job advancement easier and removing the skill mastery books that are needed to level up some of the 4th job skills. This update also furthers the story a little bit, and with it comes the new endgame boss and that new endgame gear that I mentioned earlier in the video. Later this year, with the big winter update, a big Night of Sickness class remaster update is expected, with these classes gaining remastered skills, and perhaps we can even expect more quality of life changes and a continuation of the story. We can also expect some smaller in-between updates still, like the upcoming anniversary update and a housing system, which is expected to be added soon in MapleStory Global. So there still is plenty of content for Maplers to look forward to, and while MapleStory might not always be managed amazingly by its developer and publisher Nexon, the game still offers plenty to do and is relatively up to date with today's gaming standards, which isn't always the case for a lot of other MMOs out there. Did you or do you play MapleStory yourself, and what do you think about the game? Let me know in the comments. Let me know which game you would like to see next in this series, and please do not let it be Gunbound. So I was checking out Gunbound. I played Gunbound a lot. I went to the website, and the website boldly proclaimed, "A legend is still alive." I'm like, yes, let's go Gunbound. And I want to play some mobile. Oh, there's maintenance. Oh, that's fine. I have other games that have maintenance too, you know, it's fine. Maintenance will start in 2019 and is current. Oh, it's dead, isn't it? It's freaking dead. Look, I don't cover private servers on this channel, so I can't play Gunbound. There is a mobile version, but it's shit. So unfortunately, I wanted to do Gunbound next, but yeah, not happening. So any other suggestions at Gunbound would be welcome. And as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Konnik, Rama Waar, Sebastian Hanoi, FLX, Rileyas, Terry Kim, Varese, Cowdy Mora, Wiley, History Cannon, Backspace OTI, Saffronix, Lonzo BT Extremes, Anwar NHI, Frank Bouguet, Ziggy Deer, Fliniet, Beamer WT, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Froggy, Gleason, Brandon Cam, Vira, Trevor, Michael Manchaka, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord_MS, Heopan, Simak, Striker Elk, Martin Panzik, Niu, Taiwan Pan, Victor Sundstrom, Radicals the Alien, Riser RU, Gummy Bullet, Lucky Beats, Lovebird, Rev Soli, 32655, Matthias Simonson, Mr. Anarch, Galando Belavia, I'm Disappointed, my name is Coppersan, and I'm super cute XOXO, PC Game Life, Yo Mama, Dante Victory, Stanislaus Kasuma Vegas, Level 241, Paladin Reboot, Caveman, oh yeah, Crazy Ladette, The Passenger, and Gabriel Leck. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and happy mapling!